Alrighty, we're live. Do you see the bar on the top that has the likes and amount of people that are in here? Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah. So this guy right here, so I really like the OG stormtroopers, the older ones. So that's kind of what inspired me to kind of make this figure. And then yeah, I just took the head and hair from a figure I made from a bricks and minifigs.
Oh, that's sick. So,
Yeah.
would you say you prefer like the yellow printed OG, like the more OG style Legos, over like the newer toned figures?
I like both. They both have their ups and downs. I like the older ones because it's kind of like makes it seems like it's more retro.
Yeah,
That's kind of why I like the yellow ones.
but
But
those
yeah,
are always good. Yeah,
yeah.
can't
And then I
complain.
made this cool camera build with a flame behind it.
So he's recording some fire
Like he's
shoots.
recording. Yeah,
Yeah, I get it. I'm with you. When
yeah.
did you start collecting? Did you just kind of like never stop as a kid?
So I probably honestly I probably stopped around like middle school, and then like took a big break during like high school, and then came back to it like in 2020. Yeah.
That your collection was already like you already had like parts of it from your childhood, or did you have to start over from scratch?
Lego that I've had in childhood. Uh, I just like have kept it stored away in like a bin and stuff, and then just kind of came back to it during the pandemic and just kind of started rebuilding stuff. So that's pretty much how it started.
Different. I
Yeah,
had to when I came back from college and I wasn't expecting to stay, but then I realized like I can't really go back to school because I was too hurt and I was on scholarship for sports. So I ended up just deciding to stay home because I didn't want to risk tearing my knee up and then getting hurt again. So that's when I found my Legos again, and at that point, I
nice,
didn't really know much about them. So I actually, well, not so nice. I ended up selling them for like $40, and it was like 7, 8 pounds. But in it had like some good figures. I remember there being like a Commander Cody, and then there was definitely a Arc Trooper. I ended up selling those, and then maybe like a couple weeks later, somebody asked me like, I don't know, Legos just came up, and then they told me about how everything truly works and how everything's priced and how everything is. And after that, I kind of just started collecting again, and it made me want to collect again for some reason. And I don't know, it just reconnected me
nice.
to it. Yeah,
Yeah, that's good. So it looks like we got one person in here. Welcome in. Uh, so I guess we're about almost 5 minutes into the stream officially, and
yes.
I am Jacob, Stotastic Studios, and with me I have Sebastian at Seb's Bricks. He's
What's
doing.
up, guys? How's everybody
Hey,
doing? Hey, what's up, Misa?
hey,
How you
Lisa.
doing, bro? Hey,
So
speaking
yeah,
of Misa, look who I got right here. I was expecting you to join, brother. All
all
right.
right. So do you want to start off with showing us what you got,
Yeah, of
Seb?
course, guys. So today for my kind of little show and tell, I got my 2009 Republic dropship. I got this bad boy for a swinging deal with all the figs and the instructions. Got this for 600. And then down here for my higher end like figures, I would say these are all of my most expensive figures. I paid a bit under market for all of them. The lowest I paid for was Revan. I got him right at $200. But the highest I paid for market was Pre, which I paid 175. The rest I got through good deals and good people helping me out. And then this one I got in a lot recently that I paid maybe like Yeah, I paid $100 at first and then 70 for the second half today. I got really lucky with this. It was just in a bunch of bulk.
Yeah, it's pretty wild find.
Let me see. Let me. Yeah, he's not that good though. As you can see, he's pretty.
Hey,
He's
OG
seen better
Django's an
days.
OG Django.
But this one over here, he's in great shape, and so is Pre. What's that? Send me that Pre Vizsla, bro. Hey, I have a lead on one if you want it. I have a buddy who he sells and he collects, but he doesn't really sell like on like a reselling level. He just resells if he has extras. He had an extra one of those. He was trying to get his hands off for like 100, but it had no pauldron. You would have to find your own pauldron. I could connect you to him if that's something you want for real. If not, no worries. How about you, Jacob? What you got
All
to show
right.
us today, man?
So we'll lead off with Imperial Krennic right here.
Ooh,
So this guy uh, is just amazing. Like the story with this
iconic.
guy is that I actually got him for a really good deal a long time ago. I have a friend that was just kind of offloading some of his Lego, and this is one of the guys that he just gave away, which is pretty nice of him. But yeah, so I was just like, Rogue One, gotta have them all.
Yeah, of course,
Just a
man.
bunch of great figures, and especially with Andor, it's like Rogue One's gonna be one of those very highly wanted minifigures.
For sure, man. With Andor and everything going on, I think Rogue One shot to number one after the final episode.
Yeah, it's crazy. Those episodes were like, I don't know, they released above 8 out of 10, I think. Most of them above 9, I think, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, so I got that guy right there. Then on for the next minifigure I'm going to show off is this guy, Asian Kohler. So this guy I was able to get in a really good Jedi lot, like maybe a couple years ago. Came with a bunch of other Jedi minifigures, and it is, yeah. And that's the original. I didn't even have to switch it off too, which is kind of crazy. Which I do sometimes because there's some minifigures where like, you know what, I need to switch that cape out or waist cape or something.
Legit check for this Revan. The cape kind of came off, and I put it back on immediately, and I haven't fidgeted with it since. I did a legit check, and I really don't fidget with it too much.
Kind of scary sometimes. You don't want to rip them or crinkle them.
Good.
So
Crispy.
moving yeah, after kind of, I almost have all of the Jedi on the council. I think I just need to get Kit Fisto and Stacey Tin. Yeah,
Collection, but then again, like I'm missing a lot of Jedi. Yeah.
all the Jedi. I'm pretty far along. I'm just missing like the really expensive Rebels Ahsoka one because that one's like insane.
$100 right now.
Yeah.
She's
So
expensive.
yeah. So I'm probably gonna save that one for last to try and collect since it's the most expensive. But yeah. So yeah, it's pretty crazy right there. And then this other guy, I'm gonna take this guy off. Uh, this is Chrome Storm. So I got this one. It was kind of kind of a little bit shady,
Very minty. Yeah, I don't think I've seen one in better shape.
kind of crazy. I got him off of Amazon of all places, which lots of people try to avoid. But
How much did you pay for him?
I paid 2021, I think, and I paid $80 for him. Yeah. For being on Amazon, usually they, like, jack things up at least $100 or something. So no one's like even touching Amazon, and then I was just scrolling just kinda for the joke of everything, and I'm like, "You know what? I'm just gonna check and see what's on here." And then I came across Sim, and I'm like,
There's the cone shaped ones that like the OG Boba Fett came with.
but yeah, yeah. So, I actually have another one that is just as cool as the rest of them, might even be the coolest one. This guy can go against your, Darth Revan figure.
Dude, that's insane. That's Jedi Knight from Old Republic. That's insane figure right there.
I'm also well, I got him on eBay for a really good deal. I think it was about 80 or $90 as well.
We should do a collab post at some point with these two guys. That'd be a nice post.
All green on him in the back, everything has been ever since I got him, I put him in, like, a case.
Minty. Yeah, that's the thing I'm looking for is a case. Cause where are you in, Jacob? I'm in Cali, so being in Cali, there's like a lot of like people. So I get lucky with some lots. There's a lady selling like the square ones, and she has like 20, 30 of them for $40, which I think is a great deal. The ones that stack in small square, like the one that your stormtrooper was just in, actually. So that's what I'm looking for. If you have any suggestions, anybody watching, if you mind sending that in the chat, that'd be a big W.
Uh, which one
And
do I
oh,
use? So we got, so th for cases, I got mine I get some from, what do you call it? Brick shell cases. Oh,
let me.
they're really good, recommend it. Uh-huh. The, I would say good one as well. And then another one is called I Display It. I've never bought from them, but they look like they have really good stuff on there as well. Yeah.
Berkeley is in here, and I hope he joins later on. But I found more tech decks because I told him in the chat I was gonna send him some. I was just looking over. I found this one. Remember these? These are from like back in the day. You have one?
I have what is it? Assault Ventress.
So send you this one if you're cool with that. Like I'm sending Brickley because I have these for Brickley already, and these are three, and one of them's already a Grievous. He's somewhere here. I think it's this one. Yeah, one. So it's two Grievuses that I have. Yeah. So let me know if that's something you're down for after the chat or after the live.
But yeah, so yeah, let's roll it from the top. That's pretty much all I got to share for right now. Uh, so yeah. So how has your content been going on Instagram? How's it been?
Playing, I have like my set kind of like schedule now. I've been actively posting, I'd say, since March, and it's kind of been taking off this last month. Where, for like, I gained 400 followers in just 1 month, which that's pretty crazy right there. That's a that's double. That's wild. And I don't know. I'm just looking forward to what the future holds, and whatever God puts first is whatever happens. That's the way I
Absolutely.
look at it. How about you? I see your posts all the time. I love the stop motion. I went back and watched your YouTube videos. The one where he's turning on the fan is cute, dude. That was cute. Oh, yeah, I really like that one. Or when they run into the droid.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Yeah, I definitely wanna come back to doing stop motion because yeah, that's something that kinda, like, stopped for a little bit, almost a year now.
People's looks choppy. I'm not gonna lie, yours looks very good, man. I like yours.
It's very, very time consuming, so I'll probably say, like, each one of those probably took me at least 2 hours.
Seconds too. So imagine a movie that takes whoo. I don't even think about yeah. It took you 2 hours for 6 seconds. Yeah, multiply. Dude, no.
The better ones have, like, been, like, probably 2 hours. Actually, what kinda, like, tripped me up, like, the very first video uploaded did, like, really well, and then the second one I uploaded did really well, and then everything after that has kinda been, like, missing, but they're still really fun to do and stuff.
That and probably cracking open a brand new case of like a Lego set. Dude, that's probably one of the best feelings too.
Yeah, someday I'm gonna do stop motion again and, have a work on my mock building skills so that I can build some good sets, you know? Build up that, Lego pieces collection.
Uh, these two bins right here are just full of a bunch of Lego, man. All this is just packed to the brim with just pure Lego, and then I got more outside. I just didn't have enough space in here right now. Do you have like a favorite era in Star Wars that you'd say is like your favorite to collect?
I like the original trilogy a lot. My yeah.
In episodes 4, 5, and 6? Oh, okay, okay, okay. When you say OT in my brain, for some reason, I thought episodes 1, 2, and 3. For me, it's those, but I'd like to hear your points.
The Return of the Jedi. So, I usually go pretty hard for that. Like, a couple years ago, I'm in, Washington State, so the closest, big city is Seattle, and the Seattle Symphony was playing, Return of the Jedi along with the film and stuff. So, I went to see the Seattle Symphony, uh, play a live orchestra along with the movie, which was really crazy insane, and it's super awesome. But yeah, yeah. Just to me, it's like nothing can beat Luke Skywalker walking down Jabba's palace and the steps in there. Like it's just so magical. Yeah. What about you? What's your favorite Star Wars movie?
If I had to pick, uh, I'd probably be. I like Clone Wars a lot. Like Attack of the Clones would probably be what I'd pick just based off Clone Wars. And just because as a kid, I would repeat the movie just to watch the Battle of Geonosis over and over and over again. I I did not understand most of the movie. Maybe until I was like 8 years old is when I started really understanding the plot. But for a long time, I would just repeat the battle because I thought the clones looked so cool. And I remember I tried I would play with Nerf a lot. So I remember when the helmets and like the whole line of toys came out, I would pretend to be the clone that fell out of the gunship with Padme. Yeah, dude, those look sick. Let me see if I can. There we go. So who do you think would win? Pre Vizsla or Maul? I think Maul takes him.
Would take the cake.
If we're talking like Vizsla and Obi Wan, if they get like a cool little battle again.
Pre-Vizsla would probably win.
right?
Yeah.
It's complicated. Then what else is complicated is how these guys work and their creeds. Because they're both Mandalorians, but then they're not Mandalorians. And then they're purebred, and then they're not like pure blood. It's like, what? I had to rewatch, what's it called? The Mandalorian a couple times to kind of understand that.
Pretty cool. It's a pretty cool show. It gives you a little bit of insider on a little bit more what goes on Mandalore and what their culture's like. Yeah. So oh, show? Uh I'll probably say Star Wars: The Clone Wars is top tier, but yeah, after that I gotta go probably like Bad Batch.
Animated would be Clone Wars, and then your live action answer would be?
Live action probably would have to be The Mandalorian. Yeah.
He just pulls up on people and he's like, alright, man, you either gonna make my job easy or I'm gonna break the most minute sweat.
No one's stopping me. I'll go right through you.
The Mandalorian gives us a perspective that a lot of us weren't expecting, but when we saw it, it was like, darn, that's awesome. Because I think a lot of us were expecting just like a outlaws, like bounty hunter show, like we're gonna see something like, you know, he's just going around and collecting bounties and being a
Yeah.
bounty hunter in a sense. But we end up getting something so much more complex through the child who later on is Grogu. And then we're hinted at like Palp clones and a bunch of other stuff throughout the show. And it's just totally awesome to see what they create and what they come up with, you know?
One thing that I was kinda hoping that season 3 would be about was that, like, it would be the Mandalorian trying to find Grogu's home planet or something, and I'm like, "Come on."
Hey, mom. And it's like Yaddle Force Ghost.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Mills? How you doing? Thank you for
Yeah,
stopping
welcome in.
by. Welcome in, bro. I don't have a Commander Gree right here. I have him somewhere else, but I have this boy representing the 31st. If he zooms in,
Sheesh.
there you go. Anyways, sorry, bro. I have like ADHD sometimes. Sorry about that.
So, what do you think of the Somersets? Let's start from the least, exciting. What do you think of the, buildable wicket?
To whatever it is, dude. I couldn't get that out of my head. That he does look pretty possessed. I don't know what looks worse, that Wicket or the OG like Technic Django. You know, like the big statue one. Dude, that thing looks cursed too. How about you? What's your least favorite set right now?
The least favorite? Oh, buildable wicket. I mean, like, come on.
Yeah, yeah. Come on
Yeah.
now. I let's see
So,
what he says. The MTT and Turbo Tank are must cops for me. Yeah,
yeah,
Mills for sure. I
those
mean
are the top ones.
those.
Those
Yeah.
ones are gonna be
What is
tough to
there a
get.
commander you're more excited for?
Commander?
Yeah, because we get Bly and we get Bakara, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'll probably say Bly.
Bly.
Yeah, it's probably who I'm
I'm
most anticipating.
I'd have to go opposite with Bakara. Yeah,
Yeah,
so I'm glad I'm go. I'd have to go with Bakara and with Mills just because we get like those new helmet molds with the Marines, and I think that's just so cool because we start seeing a transition into like a snow trooper.
right. Yeah, those ones. Yeah, though it's a bummer that they didn't do a what you call it UTAT instead of a turbo tank. Because I mean, like, come on.
Yeah, man, I'm with you on that. How do you feel about the changing of the prints for the clones from like the old animated like 2012 to like 2014 style, like this style, to like what we're getting in these new battle packs and these new sets, which is like the newer helmet molds that they're kind of mixed opinions.
What do you call it? Actually, I can show some off right here. This is the kind of style that I prefer. Show you right here. Like this kind right here. Yeah. So like 2020 style, 2020 to whenever the I miss they call them the purple troopers, the 187th troopers. They kind of have the closed holes. None of this.
Yep.
What the heck is that? Come on. What is that?
Dude, that looks like he got shot on Umbara
Yeah.
by the 212 across the main objective.
Right. Just went straight through his head.
Just went straight to his brain.
Yep.
Just boop.
But yeah. So I gotta say that's probably my favorite. I do like the Clone Wars style as well. I'll probably say they're probably about equally as cool to me. How about you?
Yeah, I have mixed opinions about those.
Yeah.
I like them and I don't. I like that Jet Trooper a lot. I think his print's really unique and nice. They did something good with him. How do you feel
Yeah.
about the MTT that's coming out compared to the Turbo Tank?
All right. So I think as far as builds go, I think the MTT is way better than the turbo tank. Just because like it has the, I'm pretty sure it's a printed like front part of it, of that one big round piece.
I really pray to God it is, but at the same
Yeah.
time,
Oh, if that's a sticker, it's over.
if it's a sticker, look, man,
Yeah.
the amount of stickers I had to put on this bad boy right here
Yeah.
with the price tag is insane.
Yeah. It's criminal what they have you
It's
do.
criminal. It's criminal. What else is criminal is how Boba, which is somewhere else, I don't have him right here. His legs don't move. But then when you look at the Ahsoka that came out in that the Ahsoka Intercept, or is it the Starfighter?
Yeah.
Her legs move, and I believe they are the same legs. No,
They're different because
they are different.
The Ahsoka has mid legs.
Oh, okay. So now we're
Yeah.
learning something.
So yeah. So I mean, in theory, Lego could develop probably a new part for that to have the kid legs move, but who knows how that would go.
Yeah, I love Lego, but at the same time, sometimes I question how they do things. The sticker thing is my biggest dilemma with them.
Portion in the UCS sail barge that I've heard about, which is kind of why I haven't built it. But because I'm like, I'm gonna take an hour just to put on that sticker.
Cutter, and I kind of like come in from the side and I just hit it with one of those like scoops, and then I scoop it right back down.
But yeah, because there's really long skinny ones on the sail barge. I think it's for what do you call it, the Max Rebo band area. I think he has like a, I don't know, one of those really long skinny curved ones.
It's coming out the that gunship that it's not a gunship. It's a feature. Yeah.
Nobi is just like perfect. I think.
I think that the pilot's gonna look very crisp with how the old one looked compared to the new one. He seems to not have a fin, right?
For it.
They made a whole new mold for him. I think that's awesome. Because at the moment he had two or three molds of the pilot, the P1 pilot.
Quite a bit of them. P1s out there. I would say they should have made it sooner. For the people that got the UCS Republic gunship, it's like come on, that should have been his first debut. To be honest,
Never been changed out of any UCS set was this guy. The controversy he caused a few months ago was wild. Dude, I hope they don't do that with other sets. I'm happy to see his leak is
is the Venator.
yep. And three for him. Like three something for him. Two, 300 right after it came out. Like what? And then now they're looking at their sealed microfighter sets like
It's like really.
okay. I'm happy to see they didn't do that to him though. They didn't hit Jenko with that. With the leak, we did get little bit baited into buying it still with that Kaminoan coming out. Cause I'm buying it for the Kaminoan. Yeah, that Kaminoan's gonna sit with my other Kaminoans, which I'm developing a small army of, and they're gonna have meetings with the commanders because that's what clone troopers on Camino do. Oh, they have meetings with the Kaminoans, mom and mom.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to see how that looks. And then speaking of, yeah, what are your thoughts on like the build of the smaller Django Fett's Slave One?
Fit slave ones. I think that it looks very good, and it'll look nice. Sorry, it'll look nice next to the UCS one. But I feel like we should have been given like a little bit of like a smaller. You know how like the Vader's ship that came out, the bomber. I don't think it was necessarily Vader's, but it was a TIE bomber that came out like not that long ago. It had like that little speeder like transport that you see in like hangars and stuff. I feel like it would have benefited from a little micro build like that, or like maybe like a ladder build, or like a little smaller like accessory build. Do you know how like sometimes Lego sets come like that? I feel like that would have been something that it would have been nice to see how like the play scale Slave One that came out with Boba Fett had, which it had that little like rail thing.
I like those side builds.
Hey, gunship came with two. Then this thing comes with one, I believe. And then I think it's somewhere in here. I don't know where I put the side build. I don't want to mess with it too much.
Side builds for the most part. It's like it's the main set, and then it's like that's it pretty much. Unless like it's a I don't know. Like even in like an expensive UCS set or MBS set, it's like maybe you'll get a side build.
Ever see the adaptation of this into a UCS set? Skibbity Sigma. Sigma Skibbity. All
Yeah,
right.
I think that that's gonna be I don't know the likelihood of Lego actually making that set, but I hope it's on the radar.
Yeah, I'm very fortunate to have this set built like a Lego brick. Yeah. Yes, so I believe the Clone Wars movie came out in 2008, and then in 2009 the show came out.
The dropship, that would be a good like 20th anniversary set. Just bam.
Upset, dude. I think you're right. I th- I think you're right on the money on that. But again, this is already such a huge set. I believe this set was like some people see it as like a baby UCS set because it's just on pieces.
Do it. It would definitely be smaller than that one. But I do think that I think it would still look pretty clean though, because they probably have it all nice polished up, like the Coruscant Guard one. Uh, and then of course, just imagine putting it on top of a ATTE kind of.
For the time, it's not too steady. I mean, if you look at the ATT that came out right before it, not that clean.
That they would make more sense if they were to do it like separately. Yeah, yeah.
They would make it better. It would be better for them. It would be much better for them. And we would be right there, lined up. You said that'll be 500 for each. Here's my card. I have $5 in points. I'd like to save those. It's rewards weekend.
Oh, we gotta let stay on the lookout for 2027 because that's gonna be a massive year for Star Wars.
2027.
The 50th Star
Oh
Wars.
yeah, you were asking me about that. Dude, that sounds like fun. I'm definitely gonna end up going. Let me know if you end up going. Uh, you said tickets drop soon, no, or not soon?
Here sometime for
Okay, yeah.
celebration.
Keep me in the loop for that. I definitely want to get tickets for that because I went to Star Wars night for the first time last year, and that was a lot of fun. So I'm trying to do more Star Wars events. Yeah, man, I got to do some really cool stuff. I got some selfies with Vader. I got to kind of stare down the Emperor, and he kind of like acknowledged my video, which is kind of cool. I had like a Vader mini, or sorry, an Emperor minifigure, and I don't know if he saw it or not, but he was kind of just like pointing at me and at the figure, so I thought that was cool.
Go look at that. That's pretty crazy. But yeah, then after that, let's see. Um,
Probably gonna do a giveaway this stream, but I am planning on doing one soon. Jay Z.
here right now or watching on the replay, make sure to like and subscribe if you like what you see. Make sure to like myself, the Saxon Studios, on my Instagram and on here on YouTube. And then also be sure to check out Seb's Bricks here on YouTube and on Instagram. Right now, he's putting out some pretty fire stuff in both places. And yeah, so just wanted to throw that out there.
POV, I think. Kind of like the drop ship, kind of just right here, and then everybody just doing something. Also, I got this lamp on Amazon. Highly recommend if anybody likes this kind of stuff. Super cool, and it comes with different little lights and modes. Just
Yeah.
stay tuned, Jay Z. Make sure to check in and then watch our videos for updates. We'll be dropping some more information about that soon. For me, I'll be doing it for 1,000 followers over on my Instagram. That's just on my end. I'm doing a giveaway.
I have his YouTube channel linked in the description of this live stream. So really easy to go there. Just click on it. It'll take you straight to his YouTube profile. Do you have your Instagram on there too? in your bio on YouTube?
Date that. Or actually, no, I think I do. I'll double check it after this, but I believe I do.
Over there. Check out some of his stuff. He has some really good stuff over there. Lots of good rigs.
Words. I wonder if I can print it. Print what? What do you say? It's already big. Imagine a UCS set. Yeah, that's true. This is already a pretty big set, and this as a UCS set would be even bigger. I can't fit it on one shelf unless I wanted to fall over. Yeah, we're getting $1,000 Death Star, so I wouldn't put anything out on pricing realm with Lego. That's very true. Mills makes a great point. But with the dropship, maybe not so much. Yeah, that's true too. A lot of people maybe not like it. Like, they'll be more inclined to buy maybe like a redone Imperial ship or like a new Imperial ship. There's a lot of AFOLs that are like in like my pops. He likes the Imperial era and he likes Imperial ships a lot. You know what I mean?
Uh, yeah, well, that's a little bit further than August, but what do you think? What are your thoughts on the Death Star, the $1,000 Death Star?
Money to go to Lego and just hand them $1,000 for a UCS set is the day I am like on Whoppy Bricks level or some other creators level. Cause dude, I just can't justify it. That's more than I pay for my car. That's more than I pay for like a lot of things. $1,000 for a UCS set is insane. Then again, I paid 600 for this. I don't want to talk about it. Sometimes you kind of have the money, the opportunities there
True, too good of a
to be
deal.
true. Dude, nah, F it. You just say I'm gonna run with
It's supposed to come with 40 figs, so yeah, that's gonna be. Yeah, we'll see.
Fig. Some of them exclusive to it. I hope we get a bounty hunter, maybe a Dengar or a Bosk as like that. I think one they haven't announced, right? I got a Bosk head in that bulk stuff that I was showing you. There's a lot of goodies in there.
Um, but yeah, that thousand. What do you think? Do you think the $1,000 Star is gonna be smaller or bigger than the last one?
It better be bigger. How much did the last one release at? Yeah, so if they're doubling the price, it better be double the size. That thing, that thing better be the size of like Shaquille O'Neal's head right here, bro. Like a Darth Maul bust size thing right here. Just then I could justify $1,000. I could justify $1,000 for a set that like encompasses like this much volume of space. But if it's something this scale, I don't want anything to do with it.
Have you seen the UCS Millennium Falcon?
Huge.
Yeah, so like pretty much however big that is, just like spin it in a circle. Like that should be what the circumference of it is.
About scalability and how they scale the ships UCS because Lego has kind of just adapted to saying, well, let's just pretend it's scaled to each other. You can't tell me the Venator scaled to the Millennium Falcon or the Imperial Star Destroyers are scaled to it. That wouldn't make any sense.
I feel like they kind of have different angles. Like it's cool to have a bigger model, kind of like the Venator or the what do you call it? The ISD, the Imperial Star Destroyer. Having larger ships, so those big capital ships. I think that's a really good move. I think it's good on their part for doing that because obviously if they're doing minifig scale one, it'd be impossible. You'd be paying 10 grand for that thing.
A live scale Venator on Instagram. Yeah, he has some good content too.
Send me that to check it out.
Yeah, but 1,000 is nuts. Yeah, Mills, you have a good point.
Rumors they're actually saying that it might even be over 1,000 because of the whole tariff situation.
That there are AFOLs that go on release days, and I've seen it myself. They'll buy like the whole collection at once, and sometimes that whole collection at once is around like that $8,000-9,000 mark, because they're buying like stuff maybe that they didn't pick up the last collection or stuff that's on sale. So I think Lego kind of sees that they have like some more willing to purchase more at once, like fans and collectors, so they are more willing to kind of experiment with their pricing.
Yeah, those people are kind of crazy. They just kind of just go all out. But like, I mean, if you got the money, you got the money, I guess.
Even have the money, they just become kind of like crazy in store, and then like they kind of just like they're like, you know what? I'm just gonna thug it out, ice and water. But I got a Darth Revan.
Such a great fig.
I only see going up in value too is this bad boy. And once they make a phase two of this guy, he yeah, it's gonna be over with. I got this guy for a good deal. I got him with the P1 for 120 for both of them. Yeah, very good deal. And he's in very good shape. He has no heel cracks, no damage. Well, okay, he does have like a little bit of damage, like very, very little on his right foot right there. Like if you see that little smidge on his right little foot, that's like the only bit of damage I kind of see on him. This Kama is like it's from another trooper. It's not from him, and it has like that damage right there. But it's the only one that I have available for him in black, so I have to run with it. But other than that, he's in really good shape. The headpiece is the original wolf, so he looks clean. Yeah, I mean he's one of the, if not my favorite minifigures of all. That's He's such an amazing pilot. Isn't he at almost like 50, $60 now? Yeah, that's insane, dude.
Like, even in just like the 5 year span.
And then the 5 year span, we see so much diversity in Lego sets.
A crazy story that I have. So I have the what do you call it? The right uh the Sabine Wren with the helmet.
Expensive one?
Yeah, the more expensive one. So apparently the other pieces to that minifigure are also in just in a cheaper set. So the helmet is only the one that's exclusive, the only piece that makes it that expensive. And back like in 2020, 2021, I was checking the price on that on eBay and I saw like someone was selling the helmet for like $15, just the helmet. And I was like, I was such a rookie and I was like, you know what? That's expensive for a small helmet. Like, come on. And then now it's like I'm drilling my head and I'm like, I should have got it.
You should have got it. Something that I regret doing, but I don't regret doing is this is my second Revan. I've had a Revan before this guy, and I sold him in a lot with the big case. It was a big case, and It had you name it. I had almost one of every legion of clones. A lot of like I had like a yellow Dooku, regular Dooku, Clone Wars Dooku, like three different emperors, three different Vaders, like a bunch of stuff. I sold it for like X amount, and I used that towards getting into my new car, which I'm very happy with. But that's not really the point. The point is that I was able to farm another one, and the first one is my how I got it. The first Revan was through a trade, and that trade was I don't have any of the figures like on hand, like or at all right now. I think because I haven't been able to get them again, but it was a Broken Vader, a Star Killer, a Commander Gree. There was a Kit Fisto with the cape, and I traded. There was one more figure in there. I think it was Commander Bakar or not Bakar. Sorry, Neo. I traded all those figures for a Revan, and after that, I tried doing like business with that guy again, like hitting him up, and he just ghosted me. Just never hit me back up, and I think he just felt like he shouldn't have done that trade. Yeah, cause I mean, it was a legit Revan, everything checked out, and I ended up selling it to Fritz Bricks, who's like a top seller on Whatnot. Yeah, so actually, it's crazy story, I drove all the way from Covina to Camp Pendleton to get that to him. He paid me for the gas too, which is a fat W. Well, he used it for his show the very next morning, so it was kinda like an express shipping type deal. Yeah, just kinda getting it to him so he can use them because there were some really nice figures in there. But I learned my lesson, I stopped reselling and selling like that, like, I've adapted to more collecting and keeping my stuff. I really like it, it's fun. Dude, Fritz is the GOAT smell. It's really good. Bro, look at this guy. What a sick and his cream cape is just in great shape. Those arms, his biceps look swollen. He looks like he injected, oil. So it's rubber I've never actually seen these figures with the cape, I've only seen them with the rubber part up top.
with and that.
So the cape is under the rubber. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, this is this is one of those figures that I think they should make again. Like,
Some different arms or I don't
right.
know, something a little different. But can you do me a favor? If you don't, because like I told you, I have all that bulk stuff. Is his body like a T? Do you mind just popping off his head real quick if that's okay? Is his body like a weird droid T? Because I think I saw a weird like body and yeah, it is. Okay, I have that body. Okay, so I think I have one of him, but I don't have his head. I looked through all the bulk. I have new bulk to look through today, so I might find him there. I might not find him. But dude, that's sick. Okay, so I might have one of those. Nice. Do you have a favorite droid, Seppi?
Um, favorite Seppi? I do not have this figure, but I really wanna get the, TX tactical droid. Yeah.
He's pretty lit.
Yeah, but in my clay, I mean, the Vanguard probably.
Only droids. I think I mess with the B2s a lot because the B2s have like a superiority complex in like the story. Like they're like superior than the B1s, so they kind of like always like give them crap and like or like kind of like have like that older brother mentality towards them. So I think that's just kind of funny. That's kind of like where it comes from. Yeah, I learned this recently that the droids have like their own kind of like brain system in a way, so they're capable of independent thinking. So the B2s think down upon the B1s, right? Right? I love that too, Mills. That's really cool that he just popping out with all these cool figures.
Ooh, this is another clean one. And switch things back to the OT a little bit. Uh, this is Death Trooper right here.
He's right here too. Hold on. These guys are sick. Oh, came off. Is there more than one version or is there only one?
Comparison right here, live. Yeah. So yeah, the one that I have, this is the one that comes in Imperial Krennic shuttle. Yeah.
I like his appendages and his little details on the vest. He looks much more decked out.
Yeah, I think spin your figure around
I just put one of those away.
is exactly the same, which is kind of crazy.
The back print is identical. No arm print? No arm prints on your boy? No. Does your guy have arm prints? No, his is like no.
But I was just saying it's crazy because like the front print is different, but the back print is the same.
Too? Yes and no.
Hold up. No, I think it's the same.
There we go. Can you? Yeah, it's just the torso that's different. He just looks a little more decked out for battle. But that's just clean, dude. Imperial boys up top. How do you feel about the speedrunners for the original game? Have you seen those runs? Sometimes late at night, I'll start watching those. Some people are really cool. Like they're really good at that game.
So it's more centered. Yeah. Yeah, so we got that right there. Um
Difference. It's insane.
of what is it? Star Wars Battlefront. I think someone in the chat was mentioning that. Uh I have some of the Battlefront figures. Um, I really want to get the Inferno Squad battle pack from Battlefront 2. I mean, with the resurgence of Battlefront 2 coming up, it's like, geez, probably should get that.
That's a
But
good
yeah,
use.
so here's one right here. Here's one of the guys. This is from the one of the Battlefront battle packs of the first one. Duros.
Buddy of mine, he brought over a bag and one of those figures was him. I thought he was Cad Bane.
Very clean head print. Uh, nice jetpack. But yeah, and then from the Imperial side, we got this guy. Yeah, he's super great.
Stormtrooper print.
Absolutely. Super nice.
Gotta be the cleanest print. For sure. How do you feel about that? No, the new Plo Koon. Yeah, I have him. I just haven't opened the set.
Oh, I mean, I think he looks really good. I actually ordered the set earlier this week. Supposedly, it should be coming tomorrow in the mail. So yeah,
Open it just to check it out. We'll see.
right now.
I gotta step up my. You guys put me to shame. Don't say that, Mills. We all got good fakes, man.
Kind of hyping up a little bit, at least for you personally. Uh, I'll show you this guy off. This this guy right here. He's just not quite the same. Just a chill one.
I was born in 2002. I really like that figure now. I think that's awesome. Oh, nice. When's your birthday? September. I'm in March. Yeah, that's sick, man. Some nostalgic stuff.
The reasons like I saw this on eBay and I'm like 2002 instant cop, got to get it. Yeah, so there's actually another one of these guys out there, but it's a snow trooper version.
Somebody on a Facebook group, and I swear these things just happen on the same day for some reason. I couldn't tell you why, Jacob. But you sent me the picture of this guy when we were kind of chopping up what we were wanting to show today. And later in the day, I had posted something on Facebook. Somebody hit me back about it, and then the guy hits me with like, "I have these if you're interested," and it's the snow troopers of this. Yeah, same day I find out that both of those things exist.
I didn't hear about the snow trooper version until like quite a bit after I found this guy. Because I remember I was like, I bought this guy and then I was just kind of surfing around, and maybe it was like 6 months later, I found out there was another version, and I'm like, that's crazy. Not yet. I really want to though.
I'll send you that guy's stuff if you want on Facebook. He's an admin on one of the Lego group things.
Sure, I guess that wouldn't hurt, but yeah, I'll see what else out there. Y- Yeah, I'll see if there's anything on eBay or Bricklink or something.
Brickley? He got two bad orders. I feel so bad. Yo, you guys are in for a treat. That Plo Koon is awesome. Yo, you guys are only the second person I've seen with one of those. You guys is a little extra. It's Jacob's, not mine. But yeah, that's totally wicked, dude. That's awesome.
Before I found this, I've never seen it anywhere, which is like one of the reasons kind of also helped drive it too, and me wanting to pull the trigger. I got it for like 25 bucks.
That's not bad at all. Watch that thing turn into the next Chrome Trooper. I mean, what that are releasing this year? Do you think there's gonna be any chance we get like a different iteration?
Another revamp of a new head mold coming.
Yeah, P1s that isn't the pilot.
Ones.
I wouldn't be opposed to some puns, especially some like animated ones. Keeping that.
I got something to say because remember a couple years ago when they did that accessory pack? Like that is criminal right there.
With that.
Yeah, Lego online exclusive or Lego store exclusive. Like, come on.
Doing dirty now is they're hiring like designers to like do these like sets and drop them off at like their hometowns, I guess, or wherever like they're local to. And they're like artists that are like Lego artists, and they sell the sets for crazy pricing. Like I saw a complete chess Lego Star Wars set designed by a Lego creator, $14,999. $14,999 out the Lego store. It was literally in a case in the middle of a Lego store. I think the one in Sydney. Literally, bro. I was like, dude, $14,000. Does it come with a Kia or a Nissan?
Exactly. It's like, come on, you're paying that much?
The only set that I see myself spending crazy amounts of money for is a Cloud City, and it has to be sealed. I'm not buying a open one. I'd want it to be sealed just to be able to
Yeah.
buy a Boba Fett down the line too, and then have a sealed one and an open one.
Right. Yeah. I really want to get. I mean, I think everyone wants to get that set.
I see it locally all the time, which is kind of crazy to me. I'm kind of like manifesting it, I guess. It's listed in a city maybe like 40 minutes away, and then it's listed literally here in my city for 6 grand, and then the other guy's asking for 5 grand.
Or what is that sealed?
Open.
Open?
Yeah, open, which
Yeah.
is wild.
So, have you ever been to a brick convention before? Lego convention?
No, no. Actually, I'm very
Yeah.
new
So,
to
where
it.
I'm at, there's this thing called BrickCon, and it happens
Okay.
in well, it used to be in Seattle, but now it's in a neighbor city, Bellevue, and so I've been going there for the past couple years, and I haven't heard about it until like 2 years ago, and then I went for like my first time in 2023, and it was really really fun. They had lots of good stuff,
That sounds fun. Dude, like
and
people make special appearances?
I'm signed like people from like Lego Masters there. Um, Nothing like super insane, but like lots of like builders and stuff and mock builders having crazy like creations that they
That's
made,
super
which is
cool,
always
bro.
insane to see.
I
Yeah,
really want to see
but
something like that.
this most recent year, last year, someone was selling a Cloud City set,
Hmm.
and they were asking 3,500 for it,
I low key would have found those 3,500
which is
somewhere.
crazy.
I would have found the way to come up with those 3,500. I
I
don't know.
saw it. I saw it there, and I'm
Found
like,
the connect and made some connections with my kidney or something, bro. Like that's 3,500, and was it open or sealed? It was open, but it was all there.
yeah,
Dude,
yeah,
I we can make
it was
some
bad.
arrangements. Do you take Carlana? Do you care credit?
Hold on a second. Let me sell my car.
You know what? I don't think I want a BMW anymore.
Yeah.
Dude. You know,
But yeah, it was really cool to see that though. At least in
I
person
told
though,
my
like seeing the
girlfriend
set
about
is
that.
kind of crazy.
I told my girlfriend about that set, and she brought that up. She was like, "Would you trade for that set your car?" And I was like, "In a heartbeat." In a heartbeat.
Honestly though, I would probably, if I could barter part of my collection for getting that set, I definitely would.
Yeah, man. I mean,
Like
that's
a thousand
something that
percent.
we all want. That's just that, and the case Boba Fett, not like the set, but the one that comes in a case, or the Jango Fett. Sorry,
Yeah.
the old school one. That's a sick set to have.
Right. Let's see here. I actually have some pretty crazy that I'm gonna show. I wasn't gonna do any room tour or anything, but there's one big piece that I have in my collection that I just gotta show off.
Let's see it.
And you don't even know about it either. I'm just clearing some stuff out of the way. So,
No, you're good. Don't even worry about it.
all right, I'm gonna no no sneak peeks. Alrighty, it's right here.
Oh, dude, that's sick. Oh, that's totally awesome.
So then you want the sides, and they have stuff right there all along. BB-8 popping outside.
Bomba Clot, Richmond. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen that or not, bro. It's a funny TikTok of like a guy just like calling another guy rich because his BMW opens without him having to touch it. That's sick, bro. How'd you get this? What's the story behind that?
So behind this one right here, um, there was a local Lego store near me, and I probably saw this for the first time like 2020, like the first time I walked into the store. They had this displayed out there, and then I think it was early last year they just decided they wanted to get rid of it because they didn't want it anymore. So they sold it for me to like stupid cheap. They sold it to me for like $50, and it easy goes 10x that.
You can definitely make some arrangements with some people for that for sure, dude. That's crazy. That's a great. That's a great.
Like look at that. It's in pretty good condition too. The corners, I mean, yeah,
Whoever put it up, they made sure to take care of it.
yeah. The only like really noticeable thing is like there's a little crease right there and little dings right there, but that's pretty much it.
When? How did you transport that? If you don't mind me asking.
The box, you just like unfold it pretty much, and they're all attached to it. So like you can take this BBA right here, right off. Yeah. So
Carefully.
basically, I like opened it and it barely fit in my trunk.
That's crazy, man. That's an awesome. I guess for me, I guess I could show off my. So for the 2008, is this the yeah? For my 2008 gunship, I have its like younger brother or older brother. Oh man, it's
Yeah.
so late. I meant to say it the other way around. For the 2009 dropship, I have its its older brother, the 2008. Right here. Hold on. And then this is my
You got the box from too.
box, and then it's complete with everything. The other side build somewhere around here. I It has like those little like two stations. I lost it in the bulk of all my stuff, but I'll find it eventually. I'm not too worried about it. But the gunship's all there, and then the speeder's there, which is important.
Yeah.
And then this is my lineup of Phase 2 clones, aside from a couple others. And then there's Slave Joe. There's no Slave Leia, but there's Slave Joe.
That's cool. Slave Joe. Hey, you
Yep.
wanna see a slave Leia? Right there.
Yeah, let's see Slave Leia. Dude, that's so. Is this the same torso or is that different?
Um, hold up. Different.
Different. Different.
That that must
Yours
be
is
the
the more
the
expensive one,
older
right?
one.
I've
Yeah,
never seen the Slave Leia, so I don't know what they go for.
they
I
go
just
for
know
quite
this
a
one.
bit.
Then I have these guys. I don't know who this is. I'm not sure what set he came in or where he's from,
Yeah. Well,
but he's cool.
I think that one. Hold up. That one might be from the Captain Rex set, maybe.
Oh, that would make sense. Yeah, that would make sense because that's like Clone Wars Rex. And then this is my Seppies.
That what do you call it? That AAT is really good.
Yeah, this is
The older one.
the old version.
Yeah,
Yeah, huge compared to the new one. I mean,
right.
literally huge. Oh, that's sick. That's Rex, no?
Yeah, Andor Rex.
Does he come in a set like that?
Yeah, he comes in the 2015 Imperial shuttle. Yeah, pretty crazy. Oh yeah, absolutely. All the time in battle, he's just kind of like, y'all good. All right. So I have the promo, but I think I'm gonna keep it sealed though. Maybe. No, I'm gonna tell you right now though. I'm pretty inclined to open that promo though. Right. Yeah. They're not. I mean, it's nothing stellar, but like, yeah. I saw someone. I saw someone selling. I think for one minifigure, for like $25 just for one. Exactly. So like, yeah, Plo Koon Starfighter. It's so good.
Oh,
You know, the voice actor that plays him is James Arnold Taylor, who is also the voice of Obi-Wan Kenobi in the Clone Wars.
oh, really? From
Yeah,
the show, right?
from the
That's
show.
sick.
Yeah.
So
So
he
I'm thinking
voices
about
multiple people.
yeah. So I'm thinking about trying to find him again and getting one autographed.
Didn't his name's Bradley Baker? Or
D.
what?
Bradley Baker.
He Bradley Baker.
Yeah,
He, from what I understand, he voiced all the clones. No,
he did. Yeah,
so I was watching like his interview. I thought it was really cool how they adapted the clones' personalities through one person, just through his influx of voices and like I guess like his tones. I thought that was really cool to see.
yeah. Speaking of D. Bradley Baker, we're gonna have this guy right here. So I do. This guy. I actually am missing his. I'm missing his head. So I just I just replaced it with that one.
Problem is that Lego wants to give us this for the new one when we want to go ahead and replace our old one. And it has nothing to do with how the old one used to look like. And I'm on the same boat with you, bro. I'm literally on the same boat with you. I don't.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's kind of something I'm kind of looking for, but kind of not really, because like no one's gonna want to look underneath it, you know?
I can't justify myself paying $40 for the head because unless I'm doing like a picture where like I need to take it off, I don't do it. Also, this is kind of my little minifigure like bar that I have because since I mock build right here, I kind of like swap everything in and out right here.
He's on standby.
Yeah, it's like kind of like my figures on buy, and I use all of them. Oh, I got this bad boy. He's my only one though. I don't have any more of these guys.
Oh, the
Since we're
Bad
on,
Batch.
yeah, since we're on some Bad Batch clones. Rex wasn't the Bad Batch.
Uh, Bad
The
Batch.
entire Bad Batch, not I think that the way that they made them look like Tamora Morrison was nice too. Like he definitely does look like him.
Batch figures.
Oh yeah, they didn't have this arm printing and like this, or not arm printing, but the pad printing right here. That's sick.
Right, yeah, on the side, on the shoulder.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Your Rex is in great shape though, man. I like how minty
Thanks.
his keep is.
Actually, this is actually a crazy story too. So, how I got this guy was actually in another eBay lot, which was insane because he came with like 20 other clones, which was pretty
Damn.
insane.
How much
And
did you
I
pay for the whole lot?
the whole lot I paid for like pretty much exactly how much Captain Rex alone would cost, which is a stellar deal. I
Hey, we're
got him.
not rich.
I got him for
We're
like 160.
160 is crazy, bro.
Him plus 20 other clones.
Welcome to Lego, where you're not rich, just financially irresponsible.
Yep.
Because everybody swear I'm rich. I'm just financially irresponsible. Ah, man. And I justify it because, I mean, therapy, you know?
I mean, yeah, it's kind of like, well, gotta have something to do.
It has something
And
to do.
and when I bought these figures, like a lot of my spending was like during like pandemic, so I was like, can't do nothing, so just buy Lego.
Hey, I wish I would have known what Lego was worth during the pandemic because the the stimulus checks I was getting was like crazy, dude. I definitely would have used some of that for Lego. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you have like is one of your goals to have like the bounty hunters?
Yes, so one of my goals is to have all the bounty hunters, the OG ones to the old one, or to the new ones, and then kind
Yes.
of have them. I want to buy one of those big. So for my expensive figures, I want those square ones that we talked about, and then for overall, like I want one of those big cases that have like those like hexagons under them and the white studs. I don't know if you've seen them.
Yeah. That'd be cool to see what they look like. There's just so many different kinds of like displays that you can get. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I need to get the my drop ship measured so they can give me like a accurate case for it because I want to get a case for it, but it's so freaking big that it's kind of tough to measure this.
I bet you.
I'm building a Zam right now. I have her headpiece. Have you completed all your bounty hunters? Nice. The only thing I've completed fully are troopers. Oh, she's nice. She's from the squad that has what's his name? Umbaro? Or dude, I always forget his name. Yeah,
Embo. And then we also got what else? Or a Sing right here.
her printing doesn't look weird and out of place like a clones do. And even Anakin does.
Person. We got Bosk right here. Yeah. Look at that.
Bursuit. That's a nice detail with like the rounds kind of like at his knees. It would have been nice to see that line kind of connecting to the back of his leg, but I don't think Lego does a lot for back leg prints. Like ever? Oh. Hey, what's up, Hunter?
This is uh IG 88. Yeah. I still need to get IG 11 because
Looks a bit different, no?
yeah, there's a difference. So yeah, there's that guy right there. And then
Oh, we're just kind of showcasing our figs right now. He's
yeah,
showcasing bounty hunters.
then here's another guy. We got Dengar.
Oh, nice. I think Dengar's awesome. You need the OG
Yeah.
assassin droids too. I'm guessing he has them. I'll let the man.
Actually, I don't think I have any of the OG assassin droids. Even
Oh,
though they're like
I jumped the gun, guys. I'm sorry.
yeah. Actually, I think I might have one of them in silver, but that's
Silver.
it. Yeah.
I don't have any of those.
Then we also got Zuckus right here.
What what set is Zuckus from?
The 20th anniversary slave one.
Slave One. That's the only
Yeah.
set he comes in.
Yeah.
Damn.
Only
Uh,
one.
the Imperial. Does the Super Star Destroyer have
We
Do you
also
know
get a
if that
backplate
thing
too.
has any exclusive figures to it?
The
The big boy?
this one we got right now.
No, the big boy.
Oh, the big one.
Yeah. Like the longest one.
Oh, the Superstar Destroyer.
Yeah, the Superstar Destroyer. I actually, crazy story. I got one of those for $100, dude.
That's insane.
Literally.
I don't know if there's anything exclusive in that one.
Need the
I
OGS
I couldn't tell you
Dengar
off the
and
top
the
of my head.
officer, I think. He says Dengar and the officer were exclusive. 100.
Dengar the officer.
Yeah. I
That
think the
explains
officer
it.
was exclusive. That sounds correct.
Yeah. What else? This is another unique bounty hunter. I don't know if you know much about this guy.
That's Obi-Wan, no?
No,
Or
it's
is
not.
that.
It's actually someone else.
Oh. No, I don't know who this is, bro.
He's actually even got a. He has a pretty cool head print too.
Oh, dude, that's sick. He looks like Boba Fett.
Yeah, and I'm blanking on his name right now, but yeah, I think these. I think maybe under Lego, I think it's actually called Bounty Hunter. Maybe I'm not sure.
I think his name is Bounty Draco Hardin.
Draco Hardin.
Oh, but okay, wait, but isn't Draco Hardin who
He's a
Obi-Wan
different one.
impersonates though?
Yeah.
So I wasn't far off. I wasn't too far off.
You're all good. Yeah.
I was like, my Star Wars lore ain't none, Lord. Dude,
but yeah, that guy's pretty cool.
he
And
is
then
totally awesome.
up next, I have.
He should have stayed away from the death sticks.
Yep, those death sticks will get you.
Those death sticks will get you.
Speaking of that, they need to get that guy in Lego. Like, come on.
Dude, that'd be totally awesome. No, I want to see a Star Wars universe little football field, like the one we see in Episode 2, where they're
Yeah.
chasing Zam. Oh, that's sick. That's the droid. I didn't,
Yeah.
I didn't know he was a droid until I played the Lego video game, and I chose him, and I'm like, oh crap, this guy's a droid.
I call this guy like a fly guy. He's kind of like a
Yeah,
fly.
he does look like a fly. What do y'all think of Andor? W show. I mean,
Very good.
man, very good. It speaks for itself the fact that it made it shoot to #1 on Disney, the Rogue One movie.
Yep.
And
Already
you
getting.
can't even watch that movie now without a whole different tone.
And then okay, there's also this one right here. We got a Greedo.
Oh, the boy that walks so Han Solo can run.
Yeah. But I'm putting it off to the side there because I have another Greedo that some people might mistake.
Let me see.
Um, hold up. Alrighty.
Oh, their leg printing's different. Is the one on the
Yeah.
right the OG from the small set?
So the one on the right is from the 2014 Cantina.
Oh, okay. And then the one on
Yeah.
the left
Left
is
is the
yours?
newest one that came in the MBS Cantina and also the 2017 Cantina.
Okay. Now, somebody was telling me that the technically that Master Builder series is different than UCS.
Yeah, it's technically a different classification, which is kind of
If you don't
I
pay
think
attention to that, it's a bit tricky because I've
yeah.
seen a lot of people call it a UCS cantina.
So yeah, so MBS is like locations, and then UCS is like ships and vehicles.
Got it. So they're basically like same but not same. Just like
Yeah.
larger scale things. Okay. The
So
more
yeah, MBS is basically kind of like a very large playset.
like I said, bro, I've only been collecting seriously maybe like a year and some months now. And I don't know too much about a lot of these things. I just been trying to collect and get my stuff up.
You're doing really good though.
Yeah, bro, let me get
Yeah.
this hold on. I want to get this in shot cuz I think it's pretty cool. Since you're showing off all your bounty hunters, I feel bad not showing off some of my hold on. That's one, two, three, four. Wait, no, it's three, four. There's four. And then the green boy has to be back here. Do they have any other differences, those two?
No, that's pretty much it. Like
Oh, well, their shirts are a bit different.
they are, yeah. But like if you're at a first glance, like I mean, like you could definitely mistake them.
Oh, for sure.
Like if you're like going through a bulk bin or something, and you could easily pass it up. You know, like they're just minor differences.
Skittles.
But yeah, no, that's crazy right there.
Skittles team.
Absolutely.
Go Power Rangers right here, man. Technically, if you want to get technical, if you want to get real technical with it, bro, you grab. Where is he? I don't know where he is, bro. I don't have him readily available right now.
Yeah,
But Commander Wilco existed, and he wears just this and a visor
yeah,
and a camera. And there is a clone trooper that isn't named, but you can technically say he's Commander Wilco and add a six to this if you really want to get technical.
that's cool. Yeah,
But that I only learned that from my friend Toby. I don't know if you know who Toby is or not.
no.
No, he's cool. Um, yeah, bro. I mean, what else did you have for bounty hunters? Did you have any more?
All right, so yeah, I have one last guy. I think he's the last guy. Take these two off.
What time is it for you?
For me, like just past midnight.
Oh man, it's late for you, bro. Yeah, me too.
The legend.
Oh yeah, the legend, Embo,
Yeah,
Embo.
yeah, he's my last bounty hunter I got. I'm sure I
Mhm.
have the OG assassin droid around here somewhere, but I'm not gonna dig for it. It's pretty basic, but
You
yeah,
don't have
Embo.
a Boba or a
Oh
Jango?
wait, actually, hold up. You know what? I'll keep this guy up here.
We're forgetting the big boys.
We are forgetting the big boys. I was just kind of thinking
We're
more the
forgetting the
more
big
the
boys.
more niche ones. All right, so we got Django.
Ah, Dada.
Yeah. So we got him, and then I don't even know where to start with Boba. I have several of them.
Do you have Kid Boba?
I do not have Kid Boba.
I was able to snag his body in that lot I was telling you about. I got really
Yeah,
lucky. But the rest of him is definitely not there.
that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Let's see here. What else? What do I got from Boba? Bounty Hunter. I probably have them in storage right now, but
Oh, you're good.
yeah. But yeah, I have the what do you call it? The Mac with Boba in it. That's a pretty clean Boba with arm printing.
That one is sick. I only have
Yeah.
one boba, which at the moment I'm not too sure where he is.
Oh, actually, I take that back. I do have that Boba readily available.
He's over here. This is the one I got. He's from the play scale set, I think.
Yeah, from the Desert Skiff.
Yeah. He's cool. I think he has good printing.
Yeah,
Then this is my most
right here.
expensive non-name clone. Oh, dude, that one's the best in my opinion. His arm
Yeah,
printing and the little like hair lay.
right. The only downside is no pauldron, but aside from that, it's outstanding.
You can always get one though.
Yeah.
And we got Commander Agree, the most hated guy ever.
Hey, hey, watch
Half a
this.
mind to smash him. Oh, twin. Okay.
Yeah,
Sir, did you order the 212 to shoot the 501st?
most definitely. Just zoom in all the way.
That face when you order your boys to shoot at each other.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
Probably one of the weirdest Lego figures, I can't lie.
yeah.
I
I'd
just
have to
like
agree.
it. Hey, one of the coolest figures slash like droids slash things is probably this boy right here. I don't know why I
Yeah,
like him so much. I think he reminds me of those cute little like pet toys that were toys. They're literally like fake dogs that you would get, like the cyber dogs. I don't know if you remember that. They would sell them at Toys R Us, bro. They were like those like electric, like you put batteries and they look fake.
that's insane. I've never heard of those.
You've never seen those? I'd have to send you something so you can
No,
see what I'm talking about. But yeah, it reminds me of that too. I think it's a six set. I got this set for really cheap. I got this in Mega Box Warthog for $100.
wow,
That bad boy.
that's pretty good.
Then
Do you collect Do you have any other themes that you collect at all? I mean, for
only
me, it's mostly
one,
Star Wars, obviously, but
only one, and it's just because I'm a big Spider-Man fan. I really like his like. I'm not really a Marvel fan, but I am a Spider-Man fan because of his story and just kind of like his like. He doesn't quit. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like he thinks about it all the time, but he never like goes through with it because he knows like a lot of people are like counting on him. So that's why Spider-Man resonates with me so much. So I only connect like little things here and there. Right now, this is my only Spider-Man thing and my keychain, which is right second. Hmm. My keychain, my
uh, well, actually, that no, I don't have. Well, actually, hold up, not really. Yeah, I have what is it? Shoot, the Luke pilot keychain, the newest one. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do though. So he's not gonna be a keychain for long. But yeah, so I got Jack Sparrow. Yeah, right. I really wanna get, White Cat Bay. I don't know if you've ever seen that set, but it's the lighthouse, and it comes with, like, 2 mermaids that
Oh,
are, like, really
the
crazy.
one with the one where he literally is like, "Kill yourself for myself, daughter." Oh, I shouldn't say that. We're live. I'm sorry. Um,
Yeah.
you
But, yeah,
drink this water for me, daughter. Right? That one? That
I
movie?
think so. I mean, if you look up the set, just type in, White Cat Bay. It's pretty cool.
My cat bay. That's sick. Do you like customs? Like, are you a customs guy?
Um, well, I would like to, but it's so expensive, so I don't.
Yeah,
But
customs are getting out of hand,
I
dude.
have a couple though. I do have a couple, but
I don't have any custom figures, but I do like buying custom blasters and like capes and
yeah,
stuff to kinda add detail. Most recently, I bought. That's the reason I asked is because I wanted to ask your opinion on how it looks on these figures. I'm just trying to
okay,
pose it real quick before I show the camera.
all right,
Um, what do you think of like added clothing? Like, obviously, Lego has printed clothing, but we
yeah,
can add capes and we can add ponchos and we can add like
right.
robes,
I think that's really cool.
right?
I actually bought what was it? I think it was last year. I did a order for Clone Army Customs, and I got some just like random 501st helmets of like uh the other guys like Tup and Jesse and stuff. So I could just swap them out on the
Phase
501st
one or
stickers.
phase two?
Phase two.
That's awesome, bro. That's freaking awesome.
The only thing that
Those are
drives me crazy though is that the color isn't exactly matching to Legos, and it kind of drives me crazy.
Hey, bro. Sometimes things ain't perfect, and we just gotta we
Yeah,
gotta go with the punches. Just gotta grow with the punches.
yeah, but
Alrighty, bro. So I got them
yeah.
posed up.
What do you got? That's crazy. It does, yeah. That's really cool. Well,
I swapped the This is from a little more expensive figure. This body. Forget his name. He's from the Solo series.
oh, is that like the solo Mud Trooper or something? Oh, not Mud Trooper, but yeah,
This
Mud
is that
Trooper.
Admiral Beckett. Beckett. I think
Yeah,
his name's Beckett. Yeah, this is that boy Beckett's body, and then that's the guy I'm using for like kind of like leading the clones and like receiving like the. He's kind of like the commander that's designated for like Black Ops like arrests. So like the new Gunray arrest or like a Grievous arrest. Ooh, I was just about to showcase that boy too. I was,
yeah.
dude.
This
Yeah, we
guy.
can't have nostalgia without this guy.
Yeah,
Shout out my friend Josh for this helmet. He gave it to me for absolutely nothing for free.
nice.
Um, I mine was yellowing and it was really bad. The body, as you can see, and his stuff is good shape. So he really came in clutch on that.
Yeah, this is a really good figure. Probably the best minifigure they probably made for clones.
Guys, they look so clean together. They And if you really want to get technical, you can do photo shoots with the ARC Trooper in two different phases. So you could do like I like putting him with the Recon Trooper sometimes. Oh, his little visor's a bit off. I like putting these guys together. I think it looks clean. But yeah, back to these guys. I put this one on Darth Maul. Got too many figures that it's focusing on the ones in the back. Oh, what do you think of the Chrome Hilts? Do you think we'll ever see those come back?
What do you think? Do you think they're
I
gonna come
don't think
back?
so either. I
Yeah,
don't think so either. I think that's just a hopeful wish. You know, I find chrome railing and chrome little things all the time, though. I wonder what sets they're from. Because I can't find any sets with them.
they're in, but like They're definitely hard to come by.
I have like a baggie full of just like chrome railing. It's just like the little two the like the one that's pronged like maybe here and then it ends like right there. And then this one on Plo Koon I think looks really nice. This is the old Plo Koon. I have two of this guys. I think I have the fighter jet one, and then I have his gunship version. Yeah, I got that gunship for a slamming deal, dude. 180 box instructions, the 2008 one, all figures, and Asajj Ventress came with her skirt and her lightsabers. Yeah, she's a goat.
Yeah,
Very Clone Wars 3D vibes with that one. That set in general gives me doesn't give it gives me like the OG like 2002 Clone Wars.
yeah. You know what I'm kind of surprised is that Lego hasn't made anything from Star Wars Visions.
I don't will Visions. I don't see that doing well. If anything, I see them going and adapting stuff for maybe Tales of like the Underworld or Tales of the Jedi, Tales of the Empire. It would be really nice to finally see a Tales of the Clones.
General Grievous is like more battle damaged.
His background a lot deeper, and then kind of like see. I don't know. I think it'd be cool to see maybe if he was even mourned. Like, if there was people that, like, missed him, you know what I mean? Which I don't think so from his backstory, it's kinda sad from what I remember. Like, he was, like, from a planet that, like, was under civil war or something like that. Oh, man. Well, yeah,
Yeah, is there any like other things that you want to show off?
those are the clones, you mean Bad Batch? Well, Hunter, you have a good point bringing that up, but at the same time, like, I wanna see more adaptations from, like, our regular, degular, like, trooper, like I want to know what CT 1349 was doing with CT 1349 on planet classified on a random Tuesday. Like I want exactly pre-Empire. Like I want to know stuff that's just kind of like, oh, dude, that's kind of like what Clones Day to Day was, or like, oh, like, you know what I mean? I think that'd be super cool. Now, what you're saying, Hunter, I like what you're saying too. It's true. We do kind of see a glimpse of that with the rebellion of them, like the clone force that kind of develops that rebels against the Empire. What's your opinion, Jacob?
It's just kind of like just go pretty much anywhere and just focus on like a squad and just like, oh, they're out in Fallujah doing something, or
Man, it's escaping my brain right now. But there's like a TV show that's on Netflix that adapts like video games into TV shows and like little episodes, and they're each different ones. I think it'd be cool to see that, to see it like a Black Mirror type like deal where like you see like just totally like the episodes aren't even related, like visions. It's just like today we're like the 212, and then tomorrow with like the recon group.
this might be a hot take, but it'd be cool to see what goes on the separatist side.
Be too far fetched. The separatists are getting a lot of love lately. The B1 droids are they're funny, they're goofy, and they're like our favorites. Like I was telling you earlier, I was doing like a deep lore dive, and I found out that like the B1s in the first movie are all controlled by the ship that Anakin takes down. But once we start looking at the other ones in episodes 2 and 3, those B1s are actually controlled by a droid. Like they're more like a central like they need like a commander in a way. but they're still independent thinkers, which is I think is really cool.
You watch Rebels, right? Yeah. So my favorite episode is the one where like they go to that separatist ship, and then the battle droids come alive.
A little bit uh later in the
It's
show.
kind of foggy. I can't really remember, but
I think I think we're thinking of different points because I'm thinking when they activate that droid again and they're like the war's not over or something. They're like in that like desert place and they're trying to get information on the ISB agent, I think. And like Rex just got introed. They get captured like a bunch of droids that like didn't know the war ended.
yeah, that's what. Yeah. I'm talking about the same thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think
Yeah,
that's sick. Yeah, that's such a nice detail.
it is. It's come alive and like, oh, the war's still going. No, it's been over.
No, it's been over. Order 66 and all that. new direct new directives and all that. Nah, man. I think the some of the best moments of Rebels have to come down to either the poetic fight where Maul and Obi-Wan their final little duel. A lot of people don't know, but I don't know if you know either, but the way he takes down Maul is the same way that Maul took down Qui-Gon. So it's kind of like a little poetic nod to like you took my master out like this, so I'm gonna do you the same. And he does it in like very swiftly, very nicely. Yeah, man. And I think the other moment is we see the reality, dude. I think those. This is such a hot take. Maybe not. Maybe it's a popular take. I think those helmets look a little wonky, bro. What? Brother. Big difference. Big difference. I rather have the printed on the eyes and go with that. But I mean, it was a nice idea, and it's nice to see Lego's willing to do something different.
Those are clones, but that's kind of like, well, that kind of sucks. Can you change it back? And that's taking them a while. Speaking of that, we haven't covered that battle pack. What do you think of that battle pack that's gonna be coming out alongside? Yeah,
Um, just because I rather spend a little more money, not get the builds and whatever not comes with it, and just buy the yellow 212 that already looks like the 327th. The old school ones that came with the Umbara, they they're already yellow and they look like 327th. Actually, one of the books says they are 327th. They say they're
uh, I had some recent, well, not so recent purchases, like maybe earlier in the year, and I got a couple of them. But yeah, my pilot collection is not very, it's not very big, but these kind of end up in there.
like Clone Wars.
Honestly, probably more clones, but like it's pretty close.
I have a hard time saying no to stormtroopers and to clone troopers.
Clone Wars 2 Tall Trooper that you're just talking about. That is
I don't have one of those either.
because I have the Clone Wars Shock Trooper and then 501st and Wolf Pack. That's like the last Clone Wars variant that I need.
Um, Actually, yeah, I'm missing that and the shock trooper, and I think those are the only ones I'm missing because I have the wolf pack, I have the phase one, I have the 212, I have the 501st, and I would only be missing that version of the 212. Yeah. Do you have the phase one, the not the phase one, but the grunt, the shiny
Which one?
for the 2014 lineup?
Oh,
Let me see if I can find mine. I know I have them somewhere around here.
are you talking about?
He has to be somewhere here.
Here,
Give me 1 second.
this guy right here.
Yes, but yes, yes, and no at the same time. Give me 1 second to find this guy. Ooh.
Oh, are you talking about the newer one?
No, no, no. He's a grunt though. He's not. He doesn't have any designation. He's literally like a white clone.
Oh,
He
him.
looks the
Yeah,
same though. He looks identical. Same print.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Okay.
I do have him. He's in the case right now. So it would take a while to take him out, but I do know what you're talking about. Just like the plain phase two trooper.
Yep.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. That guy's cool.
So I wanted to do a couple things real quick. I have my expensive airborne and my cheap airborne. Right here. We can maybe compare that for a little if you want. And then I have the gunner and the white clone. This is what I meant by like saying like technically you can say this is Wilco. If I put that the cam on him and stuff, I can say easily that's Wilco all day. And then yeah, so these guys. Oh, and then there's this guy, Nub Nub.
Nice.
What's it called? The actor from The Bear is gonna be playing him in that TV show. I think that's coming out.
Right. Yeah. Crazy. Oh yeah, that's another one I need to get. The gunner.
He's clean, super
Yeah.
clean. Then so we have these bad boys. I didn't notice
Right.
this until my girlfriend pointed it out how different their printing is. It is
Yeah.
very different. I did not realize that. They did
It
try to
is.
make it different.
It's kind of crazy. Just like when I was pointing out those two Greedo minifigures, like they're kind of the same, but they're also not. You know.
Yep, and those differences make or break it. Like this being brown and this being like metallic gray right here, the sling it makes it a big difference. And then if you see like the little underbelly is different too, as well as how the thickness of their belts.
And one of them is printed like the waist, the hip piece.
What do you mean?
That's plain black.
Oh, I get you. And this one's printed. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I didn't notice that. Good eye. I did not notice that. That is pretty crazy. I got this for a slamming deal.
It's always the best when you're able to find a good deal.
What do you think of this little build I made? It's like a little cover. It's like
Nice dugout behind there. I really like what you did with those white bricks.
sandbags. I need to get more. Like I think I might get some studs and kind of like layer it a little so it looks a bit different. But I need to put some stuff inside. I've been taking notes from Clay.
Instagram.
Well, this really reminded me of the movie when you see the clones kind of on. I think it's Christophsis, the first planet they're on. You see how like they kind of like are dug out in like these little areas like this. Like let me see if I can pull this up. Have you read any of the Star Wars books? No, I have yet.
Read along, book review.
Get along, man. I don't, I don't know about that one, G. Say that again. You cut out. Oh, nah. Just saying. I don't know if that would pan out as a ideal idea. Okay, I guess in my head it looked a bit different. But what I was trying to get the general like idea of is kind of how like the clones are kind of like this. You know what I mean? So I was trying to get like that in a different setting. And this whole thing, I actually plan on raising this, building more like sand and terrain down here. Sadly, I don't have any more brick for water, so the water puddle is gonna remain just a puddle. I don't have any more of this, and I just don't feel like waiting months to weeks for it to come in and pick a brick. And uh huh. Yeah, dude. So being from SoCal, I'm super lucky that there's three Lego stores within like less than an hour distance. Some of them even like 20 minutes with no traffic. So I get to be very lucky to Lego releases and stuff like that. Like I get lucky, man. I truly am lucky with that. Like whenever yeah, yeah. Actually, I sent it in the group chat. Legoland has a great deal right now for $139. You get three tickets, but you can only use them on yourself. It's like a 3 day like ticket.
A shopper's pass. So basically, you can go up to the front gate and you can ask for. You can still pay for a ticket and all, but they give you like under an hour, and you can go in there and go just shop and then go out and then get a refund on your ticket. On your ticket, yeah. So it's just like going to a Lego store.
Do they have exclusive sets and stuff?
Like pretty much any Lego piece you could think of, I think. Yeah. In Legoland, like they have like several stores in there and they have like a giant massive selection. You only get 1 hour though, but that's for free. But like for people that like go there all the time though, like if you just know what you get, you go straight there and get out quick.
Video. But I
Like, hey, I need to get like bricks or something. You go straight back and then straight go.
actually I might I think I'm going to Disneyland or Universal this weekend. Yeah, some of my family is out of town or in from out of town, so they wanted to all hang out. For turning Imperials into clone offs. This is that old, old Imperial trooper that comes with that arrest, the Luke arrest set, where the Imperial officer is walking on like the catwalk from Episode 6. This is that body, that yellowhead guy. Yeah, he's pretty neat.
Maybe.
Little like cylinder, their little like portfolio cylinder, because I think that's what they are, right? It has like their personal info. Next to it, there's a cylinder. That's what I'm talking about. No, no, no. So a lot of these imperial officers have this thing right here, this little cylinder. That little, yeah. If you in Andor, Dedra gets her snatched. and that's how the guy snitches to what's his name about the Death Star. Does that make sense? Hold on. I don't know if I have that other body here. No, I think I moved it some. Oh no, it's right here. Yeah, this one has one too, I believe. Yeah, it's right there to the left of it. But apparently, from what I learned in the show, and this is the head to this figure and the actual hat, because his hat's this one. What's it called? Um, so sorry, I lost my train of track. Um, sorry, man, it's getting a bit late.
I have one more bounty hunter. I completely forgot about this guy, but he's like probably the coolest. Yeah. So this guy. Okay, now this is crazy right here. You want to know the most insane thing about this figure? Okay, so in 2020, when I was looking up this minifigure, Human was released in like 2013 or something, maybe, or 2014. But apparently, maybe no, maybe it was later. Maybe it was more like 2015 or 16. But anyways, when the book was out, it stuck around for a bit on Amazon, and I got this for only $12 with the book.
what the dude? $12 with the book? That's one you write home to about, bro.
Brand new and sealed.
Oh,
I
don't
got a freshie. And you know the craziest thing was though? Like I literally was debating on buying like 5 more of the books just to keep. And I was
I would have
like
done it.
and I was like, well, you know what? The chances of this figure probably skyrocketing is like pretty high, but it's like I was just kind of like, well, I don't need 5 extra books, so I was like, I'll just
So
not do that.
I, hey man, sometimes you live, you learn. For
Yeah.
me, I plan on living off Lego at some point. Like that's kind of what I want to do. Like I want to learn to be able to sell just enough to be able to have like a bricklink store and give people fair pricing. Like that's the thing too. Like I don't want to be like somebody who like has unfair pricing.
Right.
I
The
want to
like
be somewhere where
overprices.
people exactly people will be like,
Yeah.
I can go to Sebastian for good quality.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna be descriptive and send me photos, and he's gonna give me a good price. He's not gonna charge me like new pricing for something used. There's etc. The other day, I had a mishap with the buyer, who I shipped some stuff out here in California, and he was like, "Bro, like I just didn't expect some of this stuff to be like this." And I had sent him photos and stuff too. So I told him like, "No worries, bro. Like I can give you like a $20 refund because it was a bunch of Phase One clones and a bunch of it was one Phase One clone, one old Republic trooper, and then one more fig had like one had a small crack, and then the other two heads had like a little bit of like damage, but not the torsos themselves. So I was like, I can offer you like 20 in like a refund, or I can shoot you like some freebies the next order. And the guy like was cool, and he's like, yeah, man, I'll take the freebies on the next order. And I was like, cool, bro. Would you prefer like a P1 clone or maybe like a couple droids? What sounds better? So I just try helping like people out because I'm not here to kind of like you know raise pricing. Yeah,
Because that's always bad.
is like a couple $100 in good shape, which is wild. This thing alone is like $100, but he's in horrible shape. I might get like 40, $50 for it. Maybe it's in really bad shape. The horns.
Someone's looking for something, they might still go, like that head, like, I mean,
Bit cleaner, because my head on mine does have some damage towards the bottom of it. Like this part right here is like a bit like chewed up on the head piece on that one. But since it's like a black head, you don't really notice it in pictures or anything. So I'm not really tripping. I do plan on keeping this, just to eventually see if maybe I get it in a lot. You never know. You just never know. So I do plan on keeping this. I think it's a really cool story to tell too. Like, yeah, I bought a lot and I randomly saw this. The only thing I saw at first was just the torso. I just picked a bunch of brick up and I'm like, is that the torso of who I think it is? And eventually I found parts and parts, but I'm yet to find the rest, sadly.
yeah, I mean, see, we have one person here right now. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. We are past the 2-hour mark, which is pretty insane. Yeah, I enjoy it too.
Stickers on these boys. Do you think we'll see more of that on gunships moving forward? We didn't see it on this last iteration.
But truthfully, like, I don't think we're probably gonna see him, like, unfortunately.
What's that Twi'lek doing?
Like, it's gone. Like,
Like 5 of those days. You know what I mean?
right, yeah. That's something I wanna do too, just kinda, like, get some of the older stuff.
It goes well. I'm probably gonna line them up like after we get done with our call here. But I'm thinking of putting the drop ship here, like as close as I can to this platform. And then I'm probably gonna put the clones here. And then they're gonna be invading like the separatist space. And then I think I'm gonna put a Jedi on ice or something, so it looks like they're rescuing someone. These POVs are awesome. They do pretty good too.
No, I do gotta say, I'm really close, so speaking of, like, kind of collecting one of everything or, of kinda like a faction, I am almost done collecting all of the, Mandalorian helmet figures,
That's a big flex.
and that I was talking about earlier. Like, that's, like, the last one.
Is probably one of the cleanest rebel figs aside from the Kanan. The dark hair Kanan is clean. I like your mom's. What the mom? Your mock. I was like, I was like, all right. I was like, I like my mom too. She's a good mother. Sorry, that was super weird. Oh, dude, no, don't worry, bro. Typos are a thing. It happens. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate it. Check out my reels. Thanks for tuning in. They're on here and on my Instagram. Um, I'm an amateur builder. I'd say like mediocre at best, but I'm trying. I'm trying to get some better techniques under my belt. At first, this was plain, so gotta give me some props for adding some stuff because this was literally plain gray at some point. And then this is some weird tower that I don't even know what the some kind of some. Hey, it's a clone base, separatist base. Any base needs an antenna. Uh, I was able to get this to kind of hexagon itself. So as you can see, it's not fully like straight. It's kind of like coming out at an angle. I kind of like it. I think that's
That is cool.
I to be honest with you, you would have to extract the information from my brain to find out how I did that because I don't want to fidget with it. It's 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 part of the mock where yeah, it's part of the mock where I'm like, if I fidget with that and it goes down, I might as well just rebuild that part to something different. Then I'm learning. Uh huh.
there.
Thank you, man. I'm hoping to extend it even more. This base is actually running on the really, really big base plates. It's running on two of those. So let's see if we can get a closer. Yeah. So it's yeah. So that makes it really tough though, because it doesn't level as regular bricks since it's a regular like yeah. I guess you could say planks because it's not the same width.
My plan is because I want to get a lot of those. Have you seen those? What do you call it? The Star Wars mosaics that Lego had like a few years ago.
I want
Yeah,
to
but
convert them.
not really talking about that. But like the piece they used to make the mosaic is like the 16 by 16 brick that's Technic, and you just clip it together, and it's like really nice for mock building. Yeah. Um, I'll send you on it because there's this guy. Well, actually, you already know he is Solbrick Studios, but he has like tons of them, and that's one piece that he recommends that for people to build mocks get.
You need better mods. Little builds.
It might be worth it in the long run though if you're doing like a big mock or something.
Builds that I've made so far. This is doubles as a box slash like cover. Then this is two separate boxes. I like this one a lot. I think this one looks cool. I use this one a lot in the middle right here because it just looks like it would fit there with like that in the background. This is another one I made with like some older Lego like motor pieces. This and then this thing sits like I usually put it here and then I put these that I made kind of like one here and the other one on the other side, and it's kind of like a funnel for like whoever's attacking to kind of come through right here, like a flying V formation. You know what I mean? And then I have these Seppi boxes which I ported out the tiles from the Separatist tank, the 2021. I took those tiles off and put it on this. I thought it looks very nice, very clean. And it's not a normal box, it's like the little weird you know what I mean? Like the one that's textured? Yeah. And then the same with this one, but this is the Republic one, and the Republic doesn't have any square pieces that I found, so I'm using the circular one, which isn't bad. I made this little lever. This little lever is like a it's meant to be kinda like over here for, like, whoever's on this side to kinda close the ram or the gate, but then after I built it, I was like, "Wait, Sebastian, you literally have a control panel for that right there." So, I was like, "So what can it be?" So, I'm probably gonna adapt this and make it look like one of the flags from Battlefront or something. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like those things that radiate beam upwards? I saw Clay build one of those not too long ago that really made me like like that. Better than me, right? Mission objective shut down slash hack antenna. I like that. That's a good one. I can make that like the mission objective for one of them. Yeah, I mean that's kind of all my little micro builds. I use this as my little like hollow table. I want to find something better though, where I can not have to use like this like rounded like wheel bit because the only reason I'm kind of forced to use it because it has four studs and I can put things on. If not,
I have some images of it of a hologram table I made. I'll send it to you. Yeah. Actually, you know what? You might have saw it. It was actually in one of my stop motions I did. Maybe. I'll send it to you anyways, but yeah, it was, um I mean, yeah, hologram table, yeah.
One. Um, I have these little things. They're from a Spider-Man set. I think they're cool. That's from a friend set. Those little like gated, and then yeah, I mean this thing's like a little jungle, man.
Days.
Thank you, bro. This is
Yeah,
my little bomb. Sometimes I put it in the middle, and the objective is for either. Honestly, it would make sense for either side. One side, so they can't come in and they can just exit a different way, and they just cut off the only access point. Or the other side, because they just want to cut off their only exit point, and maybe there's no other route. I don't know. However you want to imagine it, I kind of put this in the middle and have them kind of duke it out.
yeah. All those details of having only those, printed pieces or those, like, panels, they're, like, really good for adding detail and stuff. Because
For
like,
sure.
sometimes I feel like if you just have, like, blank, it's kinda, like, boring, you know?
Yeah,
But
but then you run into like the people that didn't care when they placed the stickers, and then I'm left with pieces like this.
yeah.
And it's cool and all, but
Honestly, though, I feel like that kinda adds, character to it.
yeah, I saw what oh man, Commander, not Jay Bricks, I forget. Oh my god, I'm blanking on his name. Um
Commander,
he has the
Broski?
Cody, he has the Cody
Oh, Broski.
Broski, yeah, Commander Broski. Shout out Broski, he's chill. He always be reposting my stuff. He's like
Absolutely.
a W guy. Um, what's it called? I saw that he did that reflection thing on the from the
Right,
top
yeah, I saw
hollow.
that.
Dude, I thought it was amazing work. Though like but every time I typed it out,
Yeah,
it sounded like I was over criticizing him, and it was like the opposite of what I wanted it to sound like. Like I was, if anything, I was trying to make it seem like it's very nice to see that like people put in that little detail. Like, and there's people
yeah,
that are out there that appreciate that even more because they're actively looking for those little details.
yeah, I know it because, like, honestly, little details are, like, everything. Like, it's insane. Like, you can say all you want, but once you try doing it yourself, like, you'll understand, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah,
'Cause it's
dude. Big
'cause I
difference.
mean, like, I used to be like that guy that's like, "Why don't you just do this?" And now it's like, "Well, I understand now."
I understand it now. Yeah. Well, bro, it's been a lot of fun chatting it
Yeah,
up tonight.
absolutely.
My girlfriend is waiting for me though, however,
That sounds good.
and
It's
we've
a
been
good
live
time to
for a
wrap
cool
up.
minute.
Thank you, everyone, for joining
W,
us
everybody
tonight,
that joined us.
and
Thank you
whoever is on the
guys.
replay that's made it this far. Thank you for watching, and Sebastian, it was nice having you on.
Thank you,
Uh,
man. I'd love to come back if you'd have me, bro. This was a lot of fun.
yeah, maybe we could do this. I don't know. Maybe come up with some kind of schedule. We can do this
I'd be
kind of
down.
regularly.
Dude, I'd be super down to do this on a regular basis.
Yeah, maybe not this long though, all the time, but like,
We could do minutes, like maybe Q&A, stuff like that. We can get our hands on the same sets and review them live. I see a lot of I see a lot of people do that. Yeah, man, things to talk about, things to chop it up about.
absolutely. And then
Uh,
especially when the official reveal of the sets come out, we could do maybe I could screen share and go more in depth, you know.
or where are you based out of? You said you're in Seattle?
Seattle's the closest major city, so
Whenever that things releases, we should contemplate the idea of going live in line at the same time because I think we're in the same time zones. So we could be waiting in line at the same time live.
one, and it lines up
Hey,
perfectly.
I'm always there on day one except for when it's just like a little micro fighter.
Yeah.
If it's like something big that I want, like the UCS like one or like
Yeah.
these
I
sets that
went
are
for
coming
the,
out,
I went for the, UCS sail barge, and that was pretty crazy. I mean, like, not just, like, just being there, in line, but it's just such a
can I?
vibe hanging out with people in line.
Yeah, Hunter. I don't see why not, bro. Are you from around California or Seattle? I mean, it is a Lego store.
Pretty wild. No, thing is, this is gonna be a pretty crazy drop. It's like, how early should should I get there, you know? Yeah, this is my friend Hunter.
Ending. Oh, this is your friend. You know Hunter? Oh, nice, nice, nice. Nice to meet you, bro. Um, what's it called? All I'm saying, bro, with the turbo tank, I know for a fact. I know for a fact people are gonna do what I'm doing. I'm giving my card. Well, I'm taking my card and I'm sending my girlfriend $300 to buy two sets on her own, and then I'm taking my sister and I'm selling her $300 to give me another two tanks. So I'm gonna walk out of there with 3 and 3, and I'm gonna probably try and do. I don't quote me on this. I don't know if I can do this because of time, bro, and also like I don't even know where I would start. But I see how people be mixing like two UCS Venators, two of one, and they make like a bigger one. My bank doesn't support Zelle anymore. Darn, man. You need to get with Bank of America, dude. Nah, don't quote me on that. They low key ripping people right now. I have a job at that point. I might buy something too. Nice, bro. Nice. Well, we'll see what happens, man. All right.
Yeah, I'm
Who you like
probably
today?
yeah, it's great. So yeah, everybody like and subscribe if you enjoy the stream. I'm gonna end stream right now. Does that sound good?
See you right now in a bit. Alrighty. Later.
Bye.